Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm back in Denver, Colorado with LankyWhiteGuy and his dog, Snooker, right there. Wave. His tail's waving. So LankyWhiteGuy here has a YouTube channel. Make sure you go check it out. Make sure you give him a subscribe, let him know I sent you and everything. He does a lot of DIY stuff, like making your own like Yabby pump and sluice box and all kinds of stuff. And more recently, he's been doing videos on the Finding Gold in Colorado book by Kevin Single. Oh my goodness. And so this area that we're in is not actually in the book. So we're out here scoping it out. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna do some sample pans and stuff.
We're here in Denver on Clear Creek, but there's no like site name or anything like that. So
yeah.
It's a new site.
Yeah, it's right here, as you can see as we're zooming in here on the map. So before we came out here, I did a little bit of research, and back in the 1960s, this picture's from 1963. As you can see, it looked like it was some kind of construction area or something. Basically, we're just in this spot to test it out. We brought just the basic gear. All we have is a couple gold pans, small shovel, a little classifier and stuff. This is what it looks like today. And right here on the ground, we found some bigger rocks. They're about this big compared to the smaller pebbles over here. So we're just gonna go ahead and do some sample panning around here, see if we can find some gold. And if we do, we might stick around. If not, you know, we can just get out of here and try another spot. So hope you guys enjoy the video. So we just brought the basic gear, a couple gold pans, little classifier, small shovel, just do some sample pans here on this inside bend right here. You can see there's some larger rocks. That's a good sign that the heavy stuff has been dropping out right here. So as you can see, like these rocks right here are a little bit darker than the ones around it. Maybe even right into the stream here. Over here it's like mud overburden, and then over here is like smaller rock. So we thought this area here was a good spot to dig. Let's go ahead and do it, see if we got any gold. So it looks like right under the top layer we got some sand. I bet there's some black sand in there. But like I said, this is just a sample pan, just to see if there's anything worth digging here. Whew, that water is cold! I cheated, I didn't even use my classifier.
What's that?
I cheated, I didn't even use my classifier.
Oh, you just dumped it off.
I just dumped it right through. This Garrett Super Sluice really does, I mean, it does wonders.
Right.
Plus I'm trying to season it, so.
Yeah, get the bigger stuff.
Get the bigger stuff in there. I did not even get any flour gold in that first sample pan. Surprisingly, I thought we'd get a little crumb or something.
There's a lot of light stuff in here too. But I did do quite a large shovel, so.
Yeah, there was some black sand in my pan. But like, yeah, it's just like sand like that too. Same, basically.
Yeah, it's like a lot of looking like road sand maybe. Mm-hmm. Starting to see some black sands coming on the edge there.
Yep.
So we're getting down there. See what we find in this one.
And he's using, what's the name of that pan?
That is the Garrett Gold Trap.
Yeah, it's like a miniature version of the Super Sluice.
And it's got an eccentric center on it too. Or eccentric, is that the right word I'm looking for?
I guess, it's just offset.
Yeah, off-center, offset. All right.
There's the black sand.
Quite a bit of black sand there.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't find any flour gold in my pan.
There's a pretty decent little garnet that floated down.
Nice.
Not really seeing any bit. Well, I think I didn't get anything either.
We're gonna sample around a little bit longer. If we find anything, we'll let you know. Okay, so me and LankyWhiteGuy here, we were doing a competition to see who would get gold first. And I know I have the wrong lens in here, but right up here we have a few little flakes of flour gold right at the top of that black sand. This is actually my third test pan, and this is all we're getting. I know you can't see it in the camera. Right there at the top of my shadow, you can see two little pieces of gold right there. That may not be enough for us to keep interest here. I think we're gonna go ahead and try a different spot. So we'll do what we do in Australia, and we'll just dump it out. Okay, so Lanky and I found a new spot here. This is actually Broadway right back here, and you've probably seen this spot from other ones of my videos, but there's guaranteed little gold here. There's running water, so we could set up our sluice boxes and everything. And I just want to show you guys the equipment that I'm going to be using today. This is my pack. I've got 2 buckets in there, a small bucket, a little scooper, my arbor fabricating classifier, and also my Garrett Super Sluice. Got some water, little backpack there with extra lenses and stuff. I have my Keen sluice box and my good shovel. So let's grab this stuff, we'll head down to the river and we'll have a good time. All right guys, so we are building a Trump wall here basically. Check this out. Got my Keen sluice box. We built this entire little wall here. Lanky's got his right there. This is a homemade sluice box. As you can see, it already is working. It's trapping some of that dirt and stuff in those little holes. So that is actually really good work, man. And so, yeah, we're just doing a quick test pan. We just threw some, you know, gravel and everything right in it just to see what would happen. I didn't look close enough, but I don't see any gold in there yet. It's kind of hard to see.
Right.
And then also over here on mine, I did the same thing. I took one shovelful as we were building the wall. I just threw it in there unclassified. And I see 2 flakes of gold, 3 flakes of gold, dude.
Another one.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. They just showed up. So, you know, I'm gonna classify the rest of the stuff I throw in here. I just wanted to see if anything would show up. So here we go, let's start digging, man. All right, well, I'm gonna pick this spot to dig. And every year in this spot, the gold does get replenished because, you know, the spring floods brings more gold down the river. And yeah, maybe we'll find something here. I think I got your shovel.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Can't tell the difference.
Always dream of finding that nugget though.
Yeah, I haven't found a nugget yet.
I have not yet either. I barely found a couple of kickers, you know. You ever watch Two Toes?
Yeah!
He's another one that
he finds all that crevice gold. A little bit of flour gold. It's like a football pickers.
Right, chunks of gold. Little flour gold here.
Yeah, Two Toes, if you're watching, you're awesome, man.
Right?
We all look up to Two Toes.
We do.
Oh my goodness. I'm definitely getting some gold here. Already down here we're getting some nice pieces of gold right there. All throughout here, little flakes. It's not bad. That's actually a pretty big piece for Colorado. You see anything yet there, Josh?
It is collecting black sand.
It's working?
Yeah, and little rocks are swirling around there just right.
It seems like it's doing its job then.
So it might, we'll see when we clean out this bucket.
Nice. Okay, so we just ran our first buckets here. I cleaned up any visible gold out of my black riffles with the snuffer bottle when I saw it there. And Josh is over here. He's just finishing up his bucket. And we're not gonna know if he has any gold until he actually does a clean out, because as you can see, these little pockets here, they get filled with black sand and the gold's gonna be at the bottom. So he's gonna go ahead and pan this out and we'll take a look and see what he got.
Well, we got our fingers crossed here. There wasn't anything hardly to clean out. Like, that's basically all those cells minus a few big rocks.
Right, there's not a lot of material, but dude, it's all black sand.
Every bit of it.
I can see it. I can see a flake already, man.
There's another one right up at the, that's good.
That's really good, man.
You guys might be seeing a
yeah,
DIY
look at all that gold,
through.
man.
There's a couple of little bits coming through there. Nice. I'm gonna have to get the snuffer and go quicker. I want to get to the bottom though. Oh my goodness, there's all kinds of little specks in there.
Yeah, there is.
Let's just pull them all down, separate.
Yep, you got some nice pieces in there. Nice flakes.
Sweet. A little more fun. Oh, come on, be a big flake under there. Let's see. Not a big flake under there, but about 20 little flakes off of a, what was that, 3/4 of a bucket?
Yeah,
so
not even a, yeah.
We got gold.
I agree, that's awesome, man.
We got gold.
In that second bucket, we got all kinds of color here in the black matting. Not too bad. However, the sluice box is starting to get full. I'm starting to see little signs of black sand in the tailings here. I'm actually gonna clean this up and move this stuff out of the way. And then we're gonna do a cleanup of the sluice box, just so we don't lose anything.
Sounds good. Looks like I got a similar situation with the black sands.
I got a good amount of black sands that are getting away, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a cleanup. There's a few Colorado nuggets hiding in the black matting. Nothing crazy. I did rinse most of it off though. All right. I'm gonna take all these concentrates here. I'm just gonna throw them in that little white bucket and then we'll continue on. We're gonna dig. Actually, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna continue digging here. Just maybe 1 or 2 more buckets, I'd say. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna head over here to this little area across the stream. There's some nice looking stuff over there in the wall. We could see some old oxidized cobbles. And yeah, I think that might be kind of productive for finding some gold. This is our 3rd cleanup, and this one is pretty nice as well. I mean, we're getting about the same amount of color from each bucket. So there's a nice big piece there. I mean, these are, you know, for us, these are big pieces, basically flakes, but you can see them all throughout that black matting right there.
About to finish up my last bucket here.
Josh is just about to finish his bucket, and then we're gonna head over there. And we're gonna check out those cobbles right there. Right, so I'm on the far side of the river now. Over here at this little bank here. I'm gonna go ahead and dig in. Some of those cobbles right in there. I'm just gonna do a test pan first, just to see if it's worth digging into there. I'm pretty sure it's going to be. And if so, we'll probably just do maybe a bucket or 2. Yeah, that stuff looks pretty good. So this will be kind of interesting to see what we get here. Who knows, we might find a nugget in here.
Right?
All right. So that's gonna be my test pan right there.
There you go, set you up on there. That'll work.
All right, so I do have some black sands in here. I was kind of expecting that. Let's take a look and see what I got here. Oh yeah, I got some color. A couple pieces of flower gold in there. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little pieces of flower gold in there. It's pretty good. We're not doing any better than we were doing over at the other spot. Maybe I'll do another test pan. Maybe I'll just do a whole bucket just to see what we get. I'm already set up over here, so we might as well. Yeah, let's just do a whole bucket. We'll see what we get. So, a couple little pieces of flower gold with a test pan. So this is cleanup number 4. Not cleanup, but bucket number 4. And again, we have a whole bunch of gold in here. Very fine gold. The gold that we're getting out of this bank here is actually a little bit smaller than what we've been getting out over here. And the reason being is, over here we have bigger rocks, and over there it's just very small rocks. Even though it's packed in, I'm following the big rocks, we're getting the bigger gold. And then, yeah, smaller stuff over there. I'm gonna actually do a clean out here, so I don't lose any of that real fine gold or anything. And so after this, I think we're actually gonna head back over here to this spot. We're gonna continue doing this because we're getting better gold over here.
Literally seconds.
There's a big piece. Oh yeah.
Old worn, water-worn glass on that one.
Yeah.
That one's gonna work.
A little piece of river glass right there. Get down deeper. Try to get down into this muck. That's where all the gold is.
Right.
Look at that piece of quartz right there on top. That white piece.
Yeah. I had a tiny one in my pan from over here.
Snooker's over here carking it in this dead raccoon.
Oh, you are not eating that, dude.
He was rolling around in it, carking it.
The water.
He was carking it terrible. Every dog likes a good cark once in a while.
Right? If you found a gold nugget in my pile,
We can make 2 replicas of it.
yeah,
Sell the nugget,
right?
and then split the cash and keep each of us keep a replica.
There you go. I could do that.
This is how you get work done. One guy works, and the other guy sits there and watches. But yeah, there you go. That's like a piece of, I don't know.
Something blue.
Oh, it's paint. That's like car paint right there. That's heavy. That's probably lead in that. Oh, you're good, man. You're actually full.
It?
You can one more.
Throw that one in there.
Yeah, you're full. Woo! Nice. All right. Thank you, Arbor Fabricating. All right, so we're here for what, about 3 hours now, right? About 3 hours or so. And we actually made some pretty good progress here. So over here is my pit. Pretty much everything that I ran through my sluice box. And then over here is LankyWhiteGuy's. I want to concentrate all this down to about something that you could fit in a small, you know, just in my pan, like a small amount. Of course, I do want to be very careful. I don't want to go quickly with this. I want to stratify it as best as possible so I don't lose any gold. Because look at all that black sand right there. And this little amount in my hands is very heavy. Like, it's straining my hand to hold this. It's like pure metal. Maybe it's all gold. So we're down to pretty much all black sands. Yeah, there's some blonde sands on top, but watch when I spin this thing. It'll all just turn completely black. Look at that, all black sands. Now the smart thing to do is to take this home and classify it and, you know, pan it slowly at home. But I'm just gonna do a quick rough pan here on the stream just to show you guys, give you a good example of what we got here. But as you can see, this is very hard to pan. There's so much black sand, it's like impossible. I might have to do this a different way. I mean, I can see flakes of gold all throughout here. It's all garnets and black sand.
There's a lot of garnets.
Let me see. So this is what Josh has here. Check out the garnets that Josh has here. That's all that red stuff is garnets in there. And then in my pan there, it's just full of black sand. This is gonna be difficult to pan on the river. We'll figure something out. All right, so as you can see, it's just pure black sand. I really need to bring this home and go through it. You can see little flakes of gold all throughout here. I don't want to go any further as far as panning it down because I will start losing gold. There's flakes all throughout here. So what I think I'm gonna do a rough cleanup with the snuffer bottle. I'm gonna grab what I see and then we'll put that on display here at the river. And look at all that black sand. I'm just looking to see if there's any nuggets that maybe got through. I don't see any. I've never found a nugget here yet. So yeah, it's just loaded with gold all around. Flour gold. All right, so here's my snuffer bottle. I've been doing my best to suck up all the little pieces of gold from the concentrates here. There's probably about an equal amount of gold left in these black sands as there is in the snuffer bottle. So whatever you see here, it's probably about double that. We're not going to be able to weigh it up right now, but I can give you a good guesstimation on what it weighs and probably the value. So let's go ahead and dump this out. All right, let's see if we can get it all into a corner. Now this is for about 3 hours of work. All right, so right there you can see a little bit of gold that we got. I would say that's probably 0.05 grams, like a 1/20th of a gram, I would say. And as you can see right there by my shadow, there's some floating gold. I want to be really careful because I don't have any jet dry or anything or any kind of soap to break that surface tension of the water, because that gold will float right away. Just want to get that stuff back in my snuffer bottle. You got your gold over here, bud?
Do got a bit of it hanging out.
He's got some nice pieces of gold in here.
Same problem Shane's having though. So a lot of the other stuff is just too small to even try to get out here and now on the river.
Yeah.
I've got probably about the same amount down in my bucket as well, so.
Yep, so probably, you know, 0.05 grams, like a 1/20th of a gram, I would say. So I'd say between me and Josh here, we probably got a 1/10 of a gram of gold. Do you think that's fair?
I'd say.
I would say so. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out LankyWhiteGuy on YouTube. Link in the description and at the very end of this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. I put out a new video every 3 days. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching.